This is a little change in my typical lives. I'm calling this Gospel in 3 minutes. TG3 is my idea. Maybe it's really lame, I don't know, but it gets the point across. My goal is to talk about the gospel for 3 minutes or less and share with you something that I'm learning or gleaning from the story of Jesus. Real quick, I'll get right. Matthew 13, Jesus spoke in parables. The parable of the sower. That same day, Jesus went out of the house and sat beside the sea, and a great crowd him, so that he got into a boat and sat down, and the whole crowd stood on the beach and told them many things in parables. One of the best ways for you and I, for human beings, to learn anything is through story. We are very narrative driven. We like to know the stories of our families. We like to know where our families came from, to know other people's stories. We are a story-centered people, and Jesus spoke a lot in parables to the point where the disciples came to him and they said, "Rabbi," which means teacher, "why do you speak in stories? Why do you speak to the people in parables?" And Jesus, verse 11, Matthew chapter 13, he said, let's see here. He said, he answered to them, "To you has been given to know the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it has not been given. For the one who has, more will be given, and he will have abundance. But for the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. This is why I speak to them in parables, because seeing they do not see, hearing they do not, nor understand." Jesus spoke in parables for the hungry, for those that were willing to go and search the truth. They're seeing, they're hearing stories, and yet they are not hungry to find out what it means. They weren't willing to go and search the truth. There's two parables I tell my daughters every probably once a week, and it's one of my favorite parables. I've just made a story out of it, but it's full of the hidden treasure, and it's one of my favorite stories about the kingdom of heaven. Really simple. Jesus said in Matthew 13:44, "The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in a field, which a man found and covered up. Then in his joy he goes and sells all he has and buys the field." My question is simple. Are you searching for the kingdom of God? Are you a man that goes and finds a treasure, buries it, goes everything that you have in order to come back and already my 3 minutes, so this might be gospel in 55. Are you like the person that's hungry for the truth of the gospel? You have to make that decision. The life of a Christian, I'll be honest with you, if you'll allow me that, the life of a Christian, of a follower of Jesus, is a only experience. I know, I have known, and I know many Christians who really connect to Jesus. Jesus happens on Sundays. That doesn't sound like what I read when I read the Gospels. It doesn't sound like the man who went and found this treasure and buried it and tried to hide it so no one else could find it, or that he might go and sell everything that he had in order to go and buy that. Are you hungry, or are you coming and grazing, right? Hungry for more of Jesus, or are you kind of feeling, going by and, oh, that looks nice, or I don't want any of that. There are far Christians coming to the table and just picking bits and pieces of what they think they like and leaving the things that might be a little harder for them. Talked about babies, okay? Search for the gospel. I have 9 seconds. TG5, that's going to be called going forward. Bless you.